More than 20 leading figures from German politics, sport, business and entertainment have appealed to the UK to abandon Brexit. The open letter appeared in today's Times newspaper, and amongst the signatories are the new head of Angela Merkel's CDU party, Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer, the head of Germany's Social Democratic Party, Andrea Nahles, and Green Party leader Robert Habeck. It reads, "After the horrors of the Second World War, Britain did not give up on us. It has welcomed Germany back as a sovereign nation and a European power. This we as Germans have not forgotten, and we are grateful. Should Britain wish to leave the European Union for good, it will always have friends in Germany and Europe. But Britons should equally know that we believe no choice is irreversible. Our door will always remain open. Europe is home. We would miss the legendary British black humour, but more than anything else, we would miss the British people, our friends across the Channel. Therefore, Britons should know from the bottom of our hearts, we want them to stay." Well, let's go to London then and get reaction from our DW correspondent Birgit Maas. Welcome, Birgit. How has this letter been received?
Well, we don't have, as far as I know, an official reaction but by any of the government figures. But I've looked at the newspaper headlines, and it has been reported, even though it's not exactly headline news, because there is so much going on in terms of Brexit, and it's an absolute chaotic situation where the UK is trying to figure out where it wants to go. So it has been noticed. For example, the Financial Times, the business paper, said it reflects a rising anxiety in Berlin in terms of the cost of business. So it's the fear of a hard Brexit, and this is a reaction to it. Then we have The Sun, the biggest tabloid. They say, they report, well, Germany is begging us to stay in the EU, and similar, The Express, another tabloid, and both of them are leaning towards Brexit. They say it's a desperate bid for Britain to stay in the European Union. I haven't seen a lot of scathing criticism, but it's certainly seen as something that is political, and it's a political intervention. So it's not just a heart-to-heart by leading German figures, but it is something that is, at the centre, comes from the centre of of German politics, really.
All right. Well, it's nice to be wanted. Do you think it's likely to have much of an effect?
Personally, I think it can't harm. I really haven't seen that people are extremely cynical about it here. However, we need to wait and see how it plays out. I think what Britain is really hoping for, and maybe this is a signal that is giving hope to the British government, that maybe Germany might be pushing towards reopening somehow the withdrawal agreement. So this is how some are reading this. Well, is this a sign that they are making some more concessions? However, Brexiteers will say, well, it also reflects what they've always said, that German business is putting pressure on the German government, and that they will continue to trade and also continue to pressure the German government to give really favourable conditions for Britain. So I think everybody is going to read in it whatever they want. But I think, you know, on a human level and as a signal to the British people, that I don't see how it can do much harm.
Birgit Maas in London, thank you. Now, this German appeal comes at the end of a roller coaster week in British politics, with the historic defeat of the Prime Minister's Brexit deal and then her government narrowly surviving a no-confidence vote. The situation remains deadlocked. Theresa May is due to present her Plan B next week. So what is next for the UK? DW's Lars Scholtisik in London found some unexpected answers.
London, business as usual. But wait, wasn't there something? Oh yeah, Brexit.
For 2.5 years now, we journalists have followed the Brexit debate. We've watched Parliament vote again and again, and we spoke to analyst after analyst, and we still don't seem to be much smarter about the outcome of Brexit. Well, maybe it's time to look for some alternative ways to find answers.
If you really want to know what's going on in the British capital, ask the cabbies. They are the keepers of the city's secrets, the ones with the ears on the ground.
Only now has she asked.
Timothy Milner has been driving a cab for 10 years, and discussions center on one thing in particular.
I mean, that's all I ever talk about is Brexit. there is no other subject, not even football. It's just Brexit. what I believe, what I think is going to happen.
So what is going to happen, Timothy? Let's pull over for this one.
The fear factor is coming in. More people, I would say, are interested in having a second vote.
Okay, that's a start. But can we make this more concrete? Unlike politicians, numbers never lie. And who's good at that? British oddmakers, of course. At a major bookie company in London, politics is a big moneymaker. So what do people think about Brexit, who then actually put their money where their mouth is?
By the state. So out of all the options that the country currently faces, it's a second referendum that punters think is the most likely. That's followed by another general election, obviously something that Jeremy Corbyn would love. And the least likely at the moment is actually a no-deal Brexit, which is at odds of 6-1. Punters do not think that that is probably going to happen at this stage.
But where money is won, it's also lost. And wasn't Brexit all about winning? Let's find spiritual guidance. Maybe the ghosts of Thatcher and Churchill will have the answer. Tarot card reader Andrea Nahles is well connected in that area. And he's getting vibes that Prime Minister Theresa May is playing a dirty game.
I think she's going to make another pact with the devil. I think she's going to, look what we have here. We have the devil, we have temperance. So the devil is all about having contracts and making a pact. And here, temperance is about connecting things and putting things together, right? And so I think she's going to find a way to negotiate something.
Let's be honest, the future of Britain is still murky. Until that's resolved, all bets are on.